G'day and welcome back to Dark Solid Gaming and our Let's Play Hardcore series here on Willamina Forest. This is a 24-day seasons challenge on a hardcore map which is just made up of Forestry. Now, as we alluded to in the last episode, this is a bit of a special episode in a way. For those of you that aren't aware or are aware, our good Pommy Git friend, the guy from over the other side of the channel, up to the north, Frithgar, has been doing his own hardcore challenge map. Now, the other day I noticed on one of his latest videos that he made a couple of statements I just wanted to address here in this video, and we'll get to that right now. So for the first video, let's have a quick look at this.
Look at the sheer quantity of trees that we've removed. We're not doing any more trees, which is it's insane. So it seems that our friend Mr. Frithgar is quite happy with the amount of trees that he's cut down, his area of trees. Now, just as a level of comparison, we saw a little area on his map. Now, he wasn't zoomed all the way in, and it's only a standard size map, so we can't expect too much from Mr. Frithgar. But let's have a look at our map and see what we've done in the way of cutting down trees. Now, by comparisons, if I was to squeeze this out just about there, that's probably about the same zoom level of where Frith had it. And his area of cutting trees down is about this area here. Now, that's pretty good. Yep, you've done pretty well, Frith. However, we've done all that through there and down through here and well over here. Now, I could also be out a bit. It probably could have been closer to being that much zoomed in. And again, his area was probably about the size of these two fields, maybe a little bit bigger, maybe 3 fields we'll give him. But anyway, I digress. And from there is more, just like this. We've cleared trees all the way out round here. We've got a few left on that hill there, but we've also cleared trees all the way out over to there and all of that bit in there. I dread to think, actually, wait a minute. That one, isn't it? No, there's contracts. There, statistics. Trees cut down. 1,119 trees cut down. So if I go and do one more, that'll make 1,120 trees that we have cut on this series. Now, I feel that is quite the accomplishment. I feel that is something that I can be particularly proud of. And it's a huge number of them. It really is an absolute boatload of trees that we have taken down. And I feel that we have actually done quite a thing here with our 1,100 trees.
But the cherry on top of the cake was one of his final statements he made, where he was really pleased with himself for the amount of trees that he cut down. And I mean, not that we're here to burst anyone's bubbles or anything, but the certain relationship between the old Dart, the Commonwealth, and us, a penal colony settlement people down here in Australia, is quite a unique one. However, history has always shown that the wonderful, friendly pommies up there in the north tend to make and create all these wonderful things and then have everyone else in the world beat them at it. And this is probably another example of that. So we're going to get into his last statement now, and then we'll get back and see exactly what we're going to talk about after that.
1,152 trees. Look at that.
Okay, very interesting. So, we need to do a bit of a comparison. So, Mr. Frithgar was very happy with his, what was it, 1,120 trees? 1,120 trees or something? 1,150 trees, I think it was, when he finishes. And I think it's just time for us to have a bit of a look and do a bit of a comparison. So, what we're going to do is we're just going to pause our driver here while he's... Alright, so trees cut down. None in this session. However, a little bit more than 1,120, Mr. Frithgar. 7,408. And we haven't even started. Yet you want to call your series a hardcore series. Now, of course, Mr. Frithgar's going to sit back and he's going to say, well, we used the scorpion and we cut every log down and we transferred the logs. We didn't use the brooks and the saw chipping and all that sort of stuff. Well, you know what? That's okay, but that was your choice. No one said you had to actually do that. And while some may say that it's an easier and quicker way of doing it, it's also quite a valid way of doing it, because realistically they do that in many areas of the world for their forestry. So, yeah, be that as it may. Now later on in this series we will be reverting to using probably a scorpion and a log trailer and all that sort of stuff and taking out the logs in bulk. So I thought we'd just bring this back a little bit and just sort of validate and sort of quantify this very proud statement of 1,120 trees. Frith, good job, well done, but you need to work harder. So please take this as a challenge to continue on with your map, or continue on with any map, and get above 1,120 trees. For those of you that aren't aware, this is a very tongue-in-cheek, pull the mickey out of Frith. He is a pommy ginger, and he deserves to have it pulled out of him as much as possible. Now, congrats on your 100k. Oh no, hang on, you dropped below 100k. Oh no, you're back. Oh, you dropped back down. Anyway, we won't get into that. Suffice to say, you've got a lot more subscribers than me. I may well have a couple less after this episode, possibly. But anyway, Frith, congratulations. I do love your series. But you need to cut more trees down. Thanks very much. All right. That's it. We're going to leave that right there. So for those of you that aren't aware, that was very much tongue-in-cheek. And we got a lot of time for Frith. He's a good friend. So but we just thought we'd take the chance to have a bit of a pull the mickey out of him. Anyway, so we are back here and continuing on with our hardcore series here on Willamina. We've just got to the point where we've been able to mow this field. So we've mowed the grass and we're now windrowing it, and then we're going to collect it and we're going to put it into storage ready for our sheep. So that is the plan for this episode. So we've got the Steiger out here with the windrower, and we're just heaping this all up. And we'll bring this out very soon and collect it all and put it in the silo. So other than that, now we've sort of dived into that sort of little bit of a look at pulling the mickey out of Frith. Hope everyone is doing well and you're all safe and well, no matter where you are in the world. The pandemic continues to affect everyone in the world to varying degrees. And I don't think that's going to stop anytime soon, to be honest, but we'll just sort of see how time goes. But just make sure you're all staying safe and washing your hands and all that sort of stuff, and looking after your family members. All right. So we're just going to let this guy continue up through here. Now we do have a nice new surprise for the map as well. I'm not going to detail that most likely today because I think we'll leave that for the next episode. But suffice it to say, it is a wonderful new looking addition to the map. Now what we're going to do as well is we are going to have to consider what is going to happen over the near term, because we have a long period of time, I think, before we're actually going to get our crops ready to harvest. I have a feeling that even though they look as though they're getting ready now, I think we're going to be waiting until early autumn before we're actually really going to be able to harvest them, even though they should be coming into harvestable now. Because we sowed them effectively around here in the later stages of spring, I think it's going to be at this point here we're going to be actually harvesting. So what we are probably going to do after this episode is we will probably skip ahead a few days. If we've just got to do the feeding of the sheep and the looking after the sheep, we probably won't do much of that on camera. We'll certainly do that at the end of this. Gee, it's throwing that windrower around. We will probably certainly look at doing some tidying up with the sheep today. In fact, he is having a real problem with that, so we're going to stop him right now. And we're just going to do him manually. So now bear in mind, today I am only using a keyboard, so I apologise for that. Oops. Alright, this will be a little bit smoother hopefully. Yeah, so we'll look after the sheep in today's episode as well, just to bring them up fully stocked, and then we will just fast forward effectively through the last stages of summer. Anything we end up doing on the farm, like if we actually have the other grass field ready to harvest and we harvest that, we'll probably come back and record that. But for the stuff where there's not anything happening really during the actual game day, we will actually not bother recording that, because there is no point. There's no point of sitting here for a few hours doing nothing. I'm sure that you don't enjoy my voice that much to just sit here and listen to me yabbering on about nothing. So that's what we'll end up doing. We'll go into that and get all that up and running for you when there's actually something to do. So it's not cheating or anything else like that. We're not cheating ourselves out of it. We're just progressing through the days where there is nothing to do. And that's just what we've got to do. So there's not much else we can do, really. In fact, what we should be doing though is our timing was down again. So we fix that up. All right. So we'll just continue on with bringing this field in. It doesn't really match with the triple tyres, this windrower. Steiger has a lot of trouble dealing with it as it's going along. But obviously the Steiger though has no issues whatsoever in having enough power in dealing with the dips and the rises and the falls of these fields. And this is a relatively new addition to the map as well. I think we brought this in the last episode or maybe the episode before. This is our brand new Steiger. It has undergone another new update. Whoops. And there'll be a mod review coming out very soon of this particular mod. So stay tuned for that if it's not already hit. In fact, it probably would have hit by the time you see this, possibly. But it is a fantastic mod by Carl Farms. So you got a chance there to go and check it out early. But we'll be showcasing the full specs of this wonderful Steiger tractor in the very near future, so I hope you all check that out and enjoy that. Alright, so getting to the end of this windrowing session. It may actually be a slightly shorter episode today as well, just purely for the fact that we've got the addition of the Frith debacle in here. That's what we're going to call it. We're going to call it the Frith debacle. But needless to say, the next episode will be back with a full-length episode. Although, looking at the timing now, it's probably not going to be that far off a normal full-size episode, so that won't be too bad. Alright. So I'll finish this run here. One more run, and then we'll take this back down to the bottom of the farm. Put it all away. And then we might even grab the loader wagon and do some collecting as we just bend the living daylights out of that windrower. Just actually grab all that in one go. They're going the left or the right, either way. Alright. What else is there? There's been a pile of mods just come out recently on Mod Hub. Go check those out. There's a couple of interesting things on there that we're going to be checking out very soon. Our friend GTX brought out a seed washer mod, which we haven't looked at yet, so we're going to go and have a bit of a look at that and see what that entails. There's been a few updates. There's a few new maps coming out, or have come out. It's good. Custom Modding has released a new cultivator, I think it was, a new John Deere. So if you like those sort of things, you can go check that out. What else has there been? There's been a few things. Obviously, we've been busy playing SnowRunner as well. SnowRunner is a recent addition to the Gaming Fraternity catalogue. A lot of people have been playing that, in fact. And it's actually quite an enjoyable game. I didn't think it was going to be one that we'd enjoy, but it actually was, as I've brought this up here when I wanted to take it down below. So you can go check that as well. We'll be bringing SnowRunner to the channel at some stage in the near future. I'm not going to bring it out in the initial rush while everyone else is rushing on it. Yes, okay, that whether or not that hurts people viewing it or not, I don't know. but we'll bring it to you in our own style very soon, or soon enough. I won't say very soon, we'll just say soon enough. All right. Just going to park this next to the sheds over here. All right. So I think we might grab the Xerion over here. I might just bring Steiger in here. I've got the Xerion over here. I might just grab the loading wagon. Take the Xerion up to collect up some of that grass. Oops. Might turn off the engine first before we get out of it. Have to do some trailer juggling first. Still love this thing. A Class 5000 Xerion with the tracks. Fantastic piece. All right. Move him over. Okay. Oh, actually, before we do go, I have something else to show you. The works area down the bottom of the township has been worked on. In fact, let's go to have a look at that now. That'll be the last thing we do. I don't think we'll cut the grass today. We'll cut that the next episode. But we'll go down and have a bit of a look down here and see what has happened down through here. This road has actually been widened. There's some of the work staff came through here and widened it. They took a couple of the trees down that were closest extreme to the roads. They've been removed. Alright. So if we come down through here, what we'll do first is we'll notice there's a new road gone through there. And a lot of construction work down through here. A couple of new houses have been put in. So it's becoming a little bit more domesticated from the land sale we gave to the local real estate agent. Okay. Alright, now they have blocked off the side road, so what we're going to do is we're going to go down through here and have a bit of a preview and see exactly what it looks like down through here. Skirt the lake. Alright, let's jump out and have a bit of a look-see. Alright, so this is the entrance, the laneway that comes down from into the township there. See the containers up there. Some lovely lamps down here down the pathway. Then it leads into this nice big car park and a marina. How nice is this? This is actually looking quite nice. Big marina down here. Not bad indeed. Probably a little bit too uppity for our likings. Their lunch is out. Shots, big motor cruiser over there. No, that's not the Ducks all he wants. Yes. Okay. So that's what all the construction work has been down here while we've been doing our farming endeavours. Over here. Have an Aussie flag up there. They better. Yeah, there we go. Righto. Down through here, they've got a water tank and some wood there for their wood heaters inside. Play equipment there for the kiddies. Yeah, not too bad at all. Alright. What we'll do as well is I want to actually show you what it looks like at night when it's all up. So run up here and we'll just fast forward a little bit and we'll be right back. Okay, and here we are. We're back here at 11 p.m. at night, and all the lights are now on. It's nice and dark out. We can actually see exactly what this looks like from the entrance as we're coming in. So following the driveway down into where the gate is, and we've got our well lit up car park, and that's our marina there. Right, doesn't look too bad. They've done a pretty good job, I reckon. Anyway, all that floating tree there. Yeah. Anyway, so that's it. That's it for us here on Willamina Forest for this episode. Again, all that stuff earlier with Frithgar was just a joke. I'm just pulling the mickey out of him. There's nothing serious in there at all. I'm not having a go at him. Don't worry. That's Fret. Anyway, we will continue on. We will continue to get over 10,000 trees. Not that little 1,000 tree thing. And we will see you back here very, very soon, back here on Willamina Forest. Don't forget to come and join us on Twitch, Twitter, Discord, and Facebook. The details of all those are down below in the comments. Don't forget to also, if you're not already a subscriber, please consider subscribing to the channel. If you do subscribe, make sure you press that alarm notification icon as well, so you know when more videos are available like this on the channel. So until next time, take care of yourselves and your loved ones. We'll see you again very, very soon back here at Duxel Gaming and Willamina Forest. See you later.